Hello, everyone. Right? If you just read the title of this live stream, you will understand what we are going to do here. If you have missed voting on co-designing Behemoth for Call of Dragons, then it's a correct time for to do that, right? Because in this stream we will discuss regarding the new Behemoth design, which have been in the voting sections in Discord and on YouTube, and so far we have three candidates which people have been voting for. One of them have been more successful in terms of like pure uh, design levels, right? And today we're gonna showcase also the skills which these behemoths are going to have, and let's hope that it will be fun, right? Let's hope it will be fun, and hopefully we can choose the correct behemoths which everybody likes, and hopefully the developers of the game will give it a chance, and if the design will win, then it will be super amazing how we're able to implement the design created by ourselves game, right? Let's wait for some more people to join, and then we're gonna start discussing regarding the designs of the behemoths, right? I have everything ready for that, and hopefully, as long as more people will join to try out, better it will be for everybody, right? So let's see. Hopefully, soon we are going to try and see what do you guys think about the behemoth designs, which I tried my best to make. Of course, I got helped by the artificial intelligence, but you kind of have to write the correct words and correct questions what you want to get. So it's not that easy to just write and copy paste, because it will be really blurry and it won't gonna have like anything in terms of lore of Call of Dragons and so on, right? And if we're gonna look at the behemoths which we are currently having in the game, well, actually, when I was thinking about new behemoths, my main idea was to not have something which we already have in the game. I wanted to do something new, something which will give us some new perspective, and plus I think because we got the new Flame Dragon in Season 3, which will be in a dark theme, right? It will be like Void theme, which I really like a lot. One of my designs have that theme, so hopefully if you guys will check that design, it will be important for me and for everybody to just give your opinion, right? Your opinion is one of the most important. It's not me who is like choosing the design. Like, for example, I can show first one, and the first one looks really good, right? Like, for example, I'm pretty sure you guys have never read these skills because I have never made it public. But what kind of skills we are having here, right? The unique skill of the Void Stalker, that's the first behemoth which I'm introducing to you guys, like Phantom Stride. The Void Stalker teleports behind the furthest enemy march within range and slashes through them, dealing massive damage and applying the Shadow Mark. Market targets take 20% increased damage from the Void Stalker for 6 seconds. Unlike current behemoths, this ability forces players to constantly reposition or their backline until it will get shredded. So basically, this idea of the skill came in a way that I wanted to change Enrage, right? This will be kind of Enrage skill. If you were not able to defeat the behemoths in a faster way, in a short period of time, I think you are going to have a lot of troubles, right? And having a lot of troubles means that the behemoths will deal a lot more damage to the players who got this Shadow Mark, which is 20% increased damage, is quite a lot, especially for the behemoths, right? This next skill is Eclipsed Field. The Void Stalker releases dark energy, creating a zone of darkness that lasts for 8 seconds. Any unit inside the field has their vision reduced, and their attack speed lowered by 30%. Heroes affected by the darkness have their rage regeneration slowed significantly. It's a unique skill. It's like a fog, right? We already kind of understand how fog works, and this is kind of fog mechanic, but instead of you can't really dealing damage to as a ranged unit, here you are getting attack speed lowered, which means you will auto attack, normal attack really slow, and your vision will be lower, right? Which means if you are playing with archers or mages in the Behemoth fights, which generally happens a lot, you kind of have to reposition, right? Just standing still and dealing damage won't gonna work here. Free to play gamer, hello, and welcome as always. I go for the Behemoth to be something like Asian creature, like Yi Kirin or Shenlong or even Shiva. Yeah, like for this is the first design which you guys can choose. There is two more, and I think last one should like get like closer to your idea, right? This is the first, the Void Stalker skills. I have never shown the skills of the Behemoth. I only showed the votes, the images, so I wanted to people to describe if they like the images or not, right? The third skill is Dimension Collapse. The Void Stalker opens a rift under a random area, sucking in enemy units and dealing continuous damage over 4 seconds. It's like a black hole, right? It's like a black hole. Afterwards, the rift explodes, knocking back all trapped units and causing additional AoE damage. Well, knocking back is pretty normal for Call of Dragons, right? I think it's nothing really super surprising. That's why I wanted to have something like that, like existing skill, so it won't gonna be like too hard for the developers of the game to just use it, right? Because they have already done it before. In terms of like looks, I really like the look, but actually I think it will be hard for them to replicate this look, right? Because I don't know if we have something kind of closer to this theme, but honestly, it's my personal opinion. Having something like this in the game would give me a lot of fun because I like the theme. I like this Dark Covenant theme, like demons and stuff in general in the games, because it brings something which we don't have in the game currently, right? Something closer which we already have in the game is actually the new dragon, which we are getting in season 3. In terms of like colors and stuff, like in general theme, I think it's quite connected, right? That's the first one. The name of this behemoth will be Void Stalker, right? Now I think it's time for me to show the second one, right? The second one is actually something also we don't have in the game. It's kind of like a Marvel theme or something like that, like superhero theme, but the name of this behemoth, well, of course, it will be connected to the thunder, right? Stormborn Titan. Titan, it's really easy to understand. Why Storm? Because I think this behemoth will deal damage with the lightning, right? Hello, Helen. Hello. Welcome. And the skills, of course, will be connected to the lightning, right? Lightning chains. The Titan summons a bolt of lightning that strikes the target and then chains to 3 additional enemy units within the range, dealing increased damage with each jump. Units hit are also stunned for 2 seconds. Maybe this stun feature should be removed because like lightning bolt dealing damage to multiple targets are already quite enough, right? Because for example, Thunder Rock has something like this, and that's the way how you can throw away whole Behemoth raid by playing the Thunder Rock lightning mechanic, right? Eye of the Storm in the second skill, the Titan creates a swirling storm around itself, reducing the movement of all enemies in its range by 15% and applying accuracy debuff of minus 30% hit chance for 6 seconds. Well, why this skill, right? Generally, I don't really like that behemoths are really viable to fight only for like archers and for mages and well, 1 or 2 infantry players, right? I would want to have more cavalry inside. I would want to have more flying units inside, more diverse troop types inside the behemoths would generally be great, right? As an even like for example myself, I'm an archer main, and actually I should be really happy because archers are viable in behemoth raids, right? But in order for every kind of player to have fun in these behemoth raids, I think every troop type should be viable, right? Why not use cavalry? Because well, cavalry can't, like anything which goes to melee range is bad, but The other factor is that cavalry is great because of the march speed, and everybody knows march speed is actually really valuable inside the Behemoth layer. That's why if you are playing archers, you want to be really attentive where you are standing and what you want to avoid. The third skill of the Titan, Thunderous Wrath, the Titan charges up and releases a massive lightning explosion, dealing true damage, ignores all defenses to all enemies within a large radius. The closer an enemy is to the Titan, the more damage they take, right? This is a pretty basic skill, but what's the not basic about this skill is true damage, right? Of course, you can always change true damage to magic damage to or like physical damage or even both, but depending on the idea, right? Like for example, why I choose true damage, because I think we don't have a true damage inside the game. And well, why not? If we are designing Behemoths, let's try to look for something new which we have not had in Call of Dragons so far, right? And this is how the Titan will look. Of course, there is questions how the human-looking large creature like Titan can be implemented to Call of Dragons, but actually, I don't know, maybe it will be like last Behemoth, like dragon, right? But instead of dragon, it will be Titan, depending on the layer. I think if we're gonna purely think about how layer will look for this Titan, I think it will be really, really amazing. Like all the thunder and black and blue colors, I think really matches together, and it will be pretty impressive if they would do something like that in the game, right? And that's the third one, which I had in my mind, and of course, like if we're gonna compare first the Voice Talker and Titan, Voice Talker has way more votes than, like for example, Titan. Next one, which has the highest votes, which has the most popularity in terms of anything, in terms of these O2 Behemoths, that's the well, Wyrm, right? That might be connected to the Asian culture. I'm not really sure. I'm not really the expert for the Asian culture, because that's why I won't gonna speak too much. But hopefully, this look of these behemoths will be connected to the Asian culture, right? So let's try and read the skills of these behemoths. The Wyrm digs underground and becomes untargetable for 3 seconds, which is really normal for Call of Dragons. When it resurfaces, it knocks back all enemies in the area and poisons them, which is also really normal, reducing their healing received by 40% for 8 seconds. That's especially against archer players, and we know that archer players are the most amount of players we are having inside the Behemoth layers, right? This is a unique because no Behemoth can get untargetable and weaken enemies healing at the same time. And I'm pretty sure it won't gonna be that hard to make this skill in our universe, right? Venomous Speed. The Wyrm launches corrosive venom at the enemy with the highest troops, dealing damage over time and reducing their defense by 25%. If the target dies while poisoned, then venom spreads to nearby units. Well, of course, we can change like highest units to highest defense, because we want this skill to target mainly infantry players, right? That should be really important, right? Because if you're gonna target backline, then it will be almost impossible for like range units to stay alive and actually defeat behemoths, right? The third skill is Tail Whip. The Wyrm sweeps its massive tail in the degree arc, knocking all enemies away and applying a confusion debuff, making them attack random nearby units for 3 seconds. And that's, I think, the most fun skill which we have in here, right? Like, it's kind of frenzy, right? If we're gonna connect to the other games, it sounds like a frenzy when you're attacking your friendly legions, and it's good that it's only 3 seconds, right? So basically, this one is actually winning in all votes. If you want to change the vote, go to the post into my channel posts, and there is a one poll. People are deciding which one they prefer, and the one which will win all of these will be the behemoths which we are going to give them try, right? And I think, like for example, this one, at first, in my opinion, I like this one a lot because we don't have something like that in the game. But honestly, it's not about me here. It's not about like what's best. It's most important for me to understand is that, well, which one do you like, guys, more, right? That's the important step. And also, if we are not going to do this challenge, then unfortunately we won't gonna be able to participate in the giveaway, right? And this is like the second or first challenge. So this is the reason why this stream is live, because we want to complete the challenge. Plus, I want your ideas. I want to know which one is more beautiful. Helen, which one did you like more? Like you like more the last one, or you liked more the first one? Like in terms of like pure looks, I think Void Stalker is really good, in my opinion. Well, I think that the best one is either Titan or Void one, because we already have snake-looking behemoths. Actually, just Luca, welcome and hi. It was my main idea. Same. I thought like Void Stalker would be the primary choice, or the Titan, but if you're gonna check the votes which I put on the YouTube or Discord, on YouTube the winner is the third one, which looks like Hydra. Like so far, this one is winning. This one is winning with a big margin, right? This one is winning with a big margin. I'm gonna check right now the percentages of the poll, and well, hopefully more people will participate in the poll, and we're gonna have wider spread. Like for example, so far 52 people just voted in this post, and 50% has Dead Fang Wyrm, which is the last one. 38% is Behemoth, Void Stalker, and just 11% is the Stormborn, right? And well, of course, I'm gonna link the vote in the chat, so more and more people will be able to vote for it, and hopefully, well, whichever you guys will like more, that the Behemoth will be representing the George Gaming, because I don't want to be the one who will choose the Behemoth. It's a community challenge, so I want everybody to just showcase what they think about this Behemoth. And well, so far this one is winning. Right? This one is winning. At first, when I was creating these three Behemoth designs, with of course help of the intelligence, I thought Void Stalker would win. The dark one, Eclipse Field, will be great if you put something like he releases 2 torch that negate the effect of the darken. All creatures who are in darkness miss all attack. Like kind of fog, right? Something like fog. Alright, let me Eclipse Field, right? You are saying Eclipse Field will be great if you put something like he releases 2 torch that negate the effect of the darken. All creatures who are... That's a great idea, right? That's a great idea. I will copy your idea, and in the end, like I already asked the developers of the game, maybe we can add like 4 skills. So far, what I know, we can only have 3 skills maximum. If they will allow us to make more skills, then I think it will be better, and I will try to implement your idea. This one, I thought at first that this Void Stalker would win, honestly, that like I didn't even think too much when I was thinking about the Behemoth, but I got really surprised. I guess people just love the Hydra style, right? I don't know, maybe because of these green circles, it looks like a Asian culture, or I will stop because it's not my thing to discuss. But, well, everywhere where I put these Discord polls, everybody was saying that this last one really looks like Hydra, and people won't gonna choose it. But actually, what happened in reality is that people are choosing Hydra more. So I'm really surprised, right? What do you think about these Hydra's skills, by the way? Because I think, for example, Barrow Ambush is great. It will be kind of cool mechanic. Venomous speed, the worm launches a corrosive venom at the enemy with the highest troops. Of course, maybe I will change not highest troops, but the troops with the highest defense, because we want to throw this speed to the infantry player, right? Because if we weren't gonna do that, if we're gonna speed, like for example, archer, here, if the target dies while poisoned, the venom spreads to nearby units. So it will be almost impossible if the speed will be too strong to do anything there, right? So I think this scale needs like more work, right? Yeah, I will be checking the results of the votes, because voting will be over, I think, as soon as stream will be finished. So this is like last couple of minutes, last couple of hours in order to decide which one everybody likes. Yeah, so far 50% goes for Dead Fang Wyrm. Voice Talker has 39%. So this is like, this vote is really important, because only the winners, only one will be sent to the developers of the game, and then there will be a big poll. Let's speak about the Titan, right? Titan is also really, really fun. I think the Hydra have most of his abilities similar to normal Hydra, but he's like a dead Hydra, or Hydra with different mechanism. Would be fun. Yeah, I guess people are looking at it like that way. At first, when I chose that one to showcase, my first feeling was that people won't gonna choose this one because it's like really, really close to Hydra. But I was wrong, right? I was super wrong. People are choosing more and more Hydra. So yeah, whatever everybody likes, that will be the one which I will send to the developers. In terms of Titan, I think Titan is like really exciting. Also the skills, like for example, lightning chains. The Titan summons a bolt of lightning that strikes the target and then chains to 3 additional enemy units within the range, which is, I think, really, really good mechanic. Dealing increased damage with each jump, units hit are also stunned for 2 seconds. But no, people don't really like this a lot, because the lowest amount of votes so far is having these behemoths. Eye of the Storm, the Titan creates a swirling storm around itself, reducing the movement speed of all enemies in its range by 50%, applying a accuracy debuff. The accuracy debuff will be, I don't know, maybe for Titan, Archer's troop type won't gonna be the best one to defeat this one, because minus 30% hit chance for 6 seconds, plus decreasing the range. Yeah, it will be big nerf. I guess Titan will be the behemoth for melee troop types to defeat, right? I don't know, maybe. But like what I can see in the votes, Titan is the last place, and I'm pretty sure doesn't really matter how many players will try the vote. I think Titan will be the last standing there. Yeah. Well, 49% for the Worm and 40% for the Voice Talker. I guess, well, actually, this is really fun because, well, there is a big fight between the Worm and between the Voice Talker. If it will really OP to put in abilities, I had to taunt to up to 10 creatures and encounter damage by 5% creature affected. You are talking about the Worm or Stalker? Well, if it was like my decision, purely on looks, of course I would go for Void, because uh, if we're gonna make this happen and they will add something like this inside the game, it will be amazing pattern for the new Behemoths, because I don't know about you guys, but I really like this dark theme, this dark energy theme. That's my personal opinion. And I have already said that whenever I was creating and trying to find the Behemoths, I thought that everybody would choose the Void Stalker, but I guess I was wrong, right? I was super wrong. So far, what would be the difference? I think the difference is maybe maximum 5 votes. That's the biggest difference so far. Yeah, like 90% is the difference between the Void Stalker and the Wyrm. So, hurry up. We have like half an hour more until the voting will be finished. And hopefully the design which we chose to fight with, the design which we chose will be sent to the developers of the game, and then there will be one more poll. The chosen Behemoths, people will vote for them, and whichever will have highest votes will be, hopefully will be implemented to the game. If not implemented, at least they will take the reference from the chosen design and something we're gonna see inside the game, right? And I think for every kind of player, seeing some creature or NPC or like hero or Behemoth in the game which community created, that will be really, really fun in my opinion, right? And yeah, this one is winning. What I see is that the Behemoths are creatures affected by the Darkling, but how the Void look before that? Well, in terms of Void, when I was trying to do something with Void, for example, my main idea was the lore should be connected to the Behemoths, right? And when I asked about the lore of the Call of Dragons, all of these are somehow connected to the lore of Call of Dragons. Of course, I did not paste the answers from that, but I will double check, right? Give me a second. Maybe I can see whenever I was trying to create these Behemoths, I'm pretty sure I was looking for Behemoths which are connected to the Call of Dragons lore. So let's see. Second, I will find the Void Stalker. Let me check. Well, actually, we got the answer, right? So I will try to read it. The Void Stalker is a terrifying behemoth that originates from the shattered remnants of ancient celestial realm. Now lost to the corruption of the void, it is said that in the distant past, the gods of the Tamaris waged a war against an unknown cosmic entity, sealing away its chaotic essence beyond the wheel of reality. However, a dark forces still once more. Fractures in the fabric of existence have allowed the Void Stalker to slip through, bringing it his whispers of the abyss. Ties to Call of Dragons factions, Celestials. Celestials were among the first to battle the creeping corruption of the Void. Some believe the Void Stalker was once a guardian of the heavens before it consumed by the darkness. A League of Order, right? The League scholars have discovered ancient texts that warn of the shadow beyond stars. They seek to study the Void Stalker in hopes of understanding the growing rifts between realms. Wilderburg. The Wilderburg clans tell old myths of Night Hunter that stalks warriors in their sleep, feeding off their fear. They see the Void Stalker as an omen of the great battles to come. Darkling and Forsaken Cultist. The Forsaken Cultists, down to the power of Void, worship the Stalker as a divine messenger of their dark gods. Some even sacrifice their own fuel, its ever-hungry essence. And also Void Stalker's role in the game. Yeah, I think there is like some connections. It's not out of touch, in my opinion. There is some connections, but not a lot. Yeah, even lore is quite pretty good, right? And hopefully, let's check the lore of the Dreadfang, right? Because Dreadfang is actually winning, and let's see the lore of the Dreadfang. Okay, let's choose the Dreadfang. Ties to Call. Well, let's first connection to the Call of Dragons lore. The Dreadfang worm is an ancient serpentine behemoth that lurks beneath the scorched and war-torn land of Tamaris. Legends tell of a time when dragons ruled the skies, but deep beneath the surface, the Dreadfang worm reigned over the underworld, feared for its ability to manipulate seismic energy. It is said to awaken only during times of great turmoil, sensing the vibrations of conflict and feeding off the chaos above. This kinda looks like Dune, right? The new movie about the worms. Uh, Ties to Call of Dragons factions and world. Wilderberg, the oldest warrior of Wilderberg, tells stories of the air serpent, a being that emerges from beneath the mountains to punish those who disturb and the balance of nature. The Dreadfang worm is revered by some of as a guardian, but feared by most of harbinger of destruction. League of Order. The ancient scrolls hidden within the walls of the League describe the worm as one of the great burrowers that nearly swallowed entire civilizations before being sealed away by the first mage of Tamaris. The League fears that as war rages on, the seals may weaken. Celestials. Some Celestials believe the Dreadfang worm was once a sky-dwelling beast that was cast down for its arrogance, condemned to crawl beneath the land it once ruled. They consider its resurgence a sign that the balance of power in Tamaris is shifting. Darkling and Forsaken Cultist. The Forsaken Cultists believe that the Dreadfang worm is a vessel for an ancient forgotten god. They actively seek to awaken it, offering sacrifice and performing forbidden rituals to draw the beast from its slumber. That's the ties to Call of Dragons and in general ties to lore, right? Yeah, let's check what's going on in the vote. Yet again, 49% to Worm and Wojtaker 40%. We need more votes, right? I will post again. We need more votes, and I think it's time for me to like check in terms of Titan lore, right? Because I think it was pretty interesting. It was a great question. We want things which are connected to the lore because it will be easier to implement the idea, right? Let me check how the lore of the Stormboard Titan will look. Stormboard Titan, connection to Call of Dragons lore. The Stormboard Titan is a legendary behemoth said to be physical embodiment of the sky's fury, towering above the battlefield. His colossal element being is forged from ancient storm clouds. Crackling lightning and underlying stone myth tell of time when the Titans ruled the highlands of Tamaris. Before the rise of mortal civilizations, sailed away by the Celestials after nearly shattering the world. The Stormboard Titan awakens only when the balance of power is disrupted, drawn to the great conflicts and storms that tear through the land. Well, some of them are kinda similar, right? Ties to Call of Dragon factions and world. Well, we already mentioned Celestials, right? The Celestials once fought alongside the Titans, but eventually saw them as too dangerous. They sealed the Stormborn Titan in an unbreakable storm barrier deep within the peaks of Tamaris. However, as the land is torn apart by war, the seal weakens and the Titans tears. League of Order. The League's scholars have uncovered forgotten text about Sky Colossus, detailing how its awakening has preceded great wars in Tamaris. Some believe that controlling the Titan could grant unmatched power over the elements. Wilderburg. The shamans of Wilderburg tell stories of Thunder Father, not Feeder, I'm sorry. I gotta drink some water. So, the connection to the Wilderburg, right? The shamans of Wilderburg tell stories of this Thunder Father, an ancient being that once roamed the land, teaching the first warriors how to harness the power of storms. Some Wilderburg warriors see the Titans return as a test of the strengths. Either tame the storm or be crushed by it. This is some 300 Spartans mentality, right, for the Wilderburg. Darkling and Forsaken Cultist. The Forsaken Cultists view the Titan as a force of divine destruction, believing that if they can fully awaken it, they could command its wrath to lay waste to their enemies. Some dark rituals have already begun aiming to call down endless storm. And that's the lore from the Titan. Both Behemoth's lore is tough, but still I think the Void should win. Yeah, well, actually that was my idea before, but I think people like more Wyrm than Void, right? 50% more Void, 39% more Void Stalker. Well, this is the... Well, let me show like this, right? It's enough. I think this one will be way better, right? This one will be way better. Honestly, this is so far our voting. You can check it, everybody. I think this vote, yeah. So far, 39% is going to the Void Stalker and 11% goes to Stormbird Titan. Deathfang Wyrm is actually, well, not unexpected. I think people just really like the style of the Wyrm, but about chat, see it, yep. So far we are here. These are the three behemoths which we have been discussing, right? I showcased the skills, I showcased the connection towards lore, and I think in terms of lore, I think all of them are really cool. Don't get me wrong, some people have like better ideas regarding every single one of them, but in total I think even Stormborn Titans lore is really cool, right? Colossus Titans fighting together with League of Order, then Celestials finding out that Stormborn Titan's power was really dangerous. They sealed the Titan. But yeah, let's see, right? Let me check. We have 20 minutes more until the poll will be over, and then I will just send the winner of this vote to the designers of the game, and they will choose. I think they will make another vote from the chosen Behemoth designs, and then people will decide which one they will like more. So here we are not only deciding which one we like more, also we have to decide which one people will like more, right? Because we will need way more votes in order for this addition to be implemented in the game. Yeah, this is 50%. Yeah, well, I think, yeah, if somebody, like, if 10 people will join and they will only choose Void Stalker, of course Void Stalker will win, but so far I think that's not what's actually happening. So far we are seeing that Wyrm is winning. That's easy to win. Yeah, what's going on in my home kingdom? Well, finally, Brink of War just started, which means in approximately 1 week, Season 3 will start, and of course, more and more content will be flying towards the direction of you guys, right? As always, first couple of contents will be regarding policies and in general new features of the game. So far, I think I really should try to awaken my Zyda, because that's how I have been saving my legendary tokens. And on my VIP dailies, I have Zyda, right? In order for me to complete these Shadow Trolls thingy, I think I should really try to kill normal one, right? So if we are trying to defeat the normal ones, let's send our legions here. Let's go. Let me check meanwhile if something actually changed. Yeah, still same. Not additional vote was captured. Yeah, we have still 90 minutes and the voting will be over. So hopefully more and more people will join, right? I was actually hoping that Voice Tucker would win, but I guess everybody had a different idea.
Should have enough arrows. Move on my command.
I really hope that things like this will continue for Call of Dragons, like interaction from the content creators to some show matches which happened like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, right? Already. It was amazing. I had a lot of fun, and it feels good that you understand that developers are actually trying to help us out. That's what I would say. I think we have never seen something so massive happening towards Call of Dragons. Yeah, I remember the first anniversary of Call of Dragons, and I think it was not that massive like it is right now. So that's the reason why I'm trying my best to, I don't know, give them the support, give them the ideas. Maybe somehow these behemoths will be published, and yeah, it will be super cool. Alright, I'm just sending my troops down, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and send them mana, because as long as KVK is approaching, I think mana will be the most important resource which everybody should be seeking, right? And that's why whenever I'm farming, I'm only farming, by the way. Right, we finished this one, we got additional gems, close to 40k gems, and you can see I already gathered enough arrows. I have 5k arrows. We got how much? We need like 22k gems, which we have, but since KVK is not even started, I don't have enough speed ups to fast speed up my research. I will just use my command points on a daily basis, and that's how I will collect my treaties, right? I will try to avoid spending a lot of gems on the treaties and arrows, because I think there is a lot of artifacts coming to the game, and maybe I can get at least one of them. Alright, let's check the vote, because we are getting closer to the 50 minute mark. So far, voting looks like this. Not additional votes, but let me link post again, because maybe somebody will join the stream, and I want everybody to share their opinions and share their views in terms of these behemoths. Let's see. We are really close. On a 1 hour mark, I will close the votes, and then I will calculate how much votes these behemoths get in the Discord server, how much votes these behemoths get in like different social media posts, and the whichever will have more votes, of course, winner will be that behemoth, and that's the one I will be sending to my to the developers, and hopefully they will do something like this. If we're gonna speak about like which one will be more easier to create, of course, Fang will be easier. Which one will be hardest? I think Titan will be hardest. Which one will be coolest? I think Void Stalker will be coolest. Yeah. So far, we don't see additional votes, but as you guys see, since Fang is winning, let's showcase the Fang's skills, right? Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe Stalker will be hardest. Because creating Titan, it's like creating a Colossus human being with the effects, right? And in terms of Void Stalker, it's a Void, right? It's not gonna be that easy. But unfortunately, Void is losing. I had high hopes. I don't know, I had high hopes for the Void. But let me check the Discord votes, how everything is going. It will be interesting for me to also check how. For example, on my Discord server, channel server, there is 2 votes for the Fang, 3 votes for the Void, and 1 vote for Titan. I also have sent votes for in my Alliance Discord, for example, and there is like 15 votes in total. Fang has 2, Storm Titan has 3, and 10 votes are going for Void, right? So basically, if we're gonna get all the Voids together, Void is kinda winning, right? If we're gonna get all of them together, Void is winning. Because let's say 39% is the Void's number on YouTube, right? But here we have 10 votes, here we have 2 more. And what about Fang? Fang has additional, let me check how much. Fang has additional 2 plus 2, right? So in other platform, other votes, Fang has additional 4 votes, and the Void Stalker has additional 11 votes. So in total, if we're gonna count, right, Void Stalker is winning. This one is winning. I will even screenshot these votes. Because I'm pretty sure I will need it. This is the first vote. Check on here. This one also. So we had basically 3 votes. And how we're gonna decide which one we're gonna represent? Well, really easily. I will count all the votes together, and whichever will have more chance of showing to the game, right? Yeah. We have 10 more minutes until the vote will be over. Let's wait. And meanwhile, I will try to get. So this is my Zaida. Zaida, trying to increase levels. Of course, I don't have the Valgrim yet and Sibyl because I want to finish working on my Zaida. Then I will start thinking about the new heroes which are in the game. because I think it will be really bad for my side if I don't use my Zaida in a proper way. So Magrat is already 5-5-5-1. Time to awaken Zaida. I think I'm kind of close to adding 2 levels at the same time, and I think 4th and 5th levels are the most important levels because you are getting more stats. Like, for example, from 1 to 2 level, there is 1% more, 1% more, 2% more, 2% more. Here we have 4% more and 5% more. What about here? Yeah, here I think, yeah, for the March speed bonus, more, but 5% increase per level. And here, from 1 level to 2, 3% difference, 3%, 4%, and 5%. So in general, 4th and 5th skills of the heroes are generally the best ones, in my opinion. And yeah, this is the idea behind what I'm going to do with my archers. Kinara is awakened already. Nico will be awakened by himself. 3 levels, and yeah, maybe on the last level I will try to use some tokens, but not right now. I don't want to use my tokens when I know that there is a chance I will put level on this engineering skill, which is really bad. What else? What else I want to show? Of course, my Freygar and Syndrion is like 5-1-1-1s, my weakest archers, but Zaida makes me happy because 5-3-3-4, got some tokens, got some VIP dailies, 38, right? And in terms of warpits, I want to brag about my Snow Peak Rogue. This is my Snow Peak Rogue, which I kinda rebuilt. I did a lot of tests and I find out that this build is dealing way more damage. Of course, when I will be tier 5, I will have better tests because my March will survive much longer, but so far, I think this one is really good. Let me check in terms of votes. What's the difference? Still nothing changed. Let me check on Discord. Same votes. Yeah, I think so far Void Stalker is winning, maybe like winning with like 2, 3, maximum 4 votes, right? That's all. Until the voting is done, we are 8 minutes short, and then we will discover the winner of the Behemoth challenge, and then I will be sending the Behemoth photos with the skills and with the description to lore and a lot of stuff. Hopefully it will be. Fortunately, I don't have any more command potions because of course I would love to get more points, but it is what it is, right? Don't forget to vote. That's the really important step. How much time we have? We have 7 minutes left, and let's just go here. Let's go here, and let's just showcase this one. This is the most important here. Yep, that's the most important. So 56 votes, 50% here, 39% here, 11% here. But on Discords and other places, Voice Tucker was winning by a lot. So let's wait. There is like a couple of minutes left until this poll will be done, and then we will have winner. But so far, I'm sure Tucker is. Because if you're gonna add 10 more, 11 more votes for Voice Tucker and 4 more votes for Wyvern, for the Dreadfang, I think Voice Tucker will be higher. But not sure, right? Let's refresh. New. I will just get more photos with proofs, right? As always, proofs that second. Hey Linton, hey, welcome as always. Welcome as always. Yeah, stucking in a zone is really bad. Because I was in the same situation before. Other heavy case, I remember myself not only stucking in zone 3, but I had to keep my account in zone 1, zone 1, so it was affected. My tier 5, I already gathered 5k arrows, plus look at the treaties. I can actually start building the rally drum to 25, but you know, I'm in home kingdom. I will use this time to get more treaties and save up some gems, right? Plus, I think if I will just use my gems here, I don't have enough speed ups to just fully research. So I'm kind of collecting speed ups. I'm collecting treaties, so I don't really have to use 22k gems, right? Season 3 events are coming, and I think they will be great. Let us check what's going on for the. Yeah, 50% here, but you can see the last one is Voice Tucker, first one is Fang, and the second one is Storm, right? And here there is one more. This one, or no, actually this one. Here, 3 is Voice Tucker, first is Fang, and in the second is Titan. So this vote actually is really close. We have additional 12 to 13 votes for Void Stalker, and we have additional 4 votes for Fang. So this is really interesting. How much time we have left? Yeah, we have only 2 minutes left until the we're gonna conclude the Behemoth poll, and if everything will keep same, Voice Talker will be the winner. With like 1 or 2 margin, who is nothing. Let's check. Still nothing new. So far, Void Stalker, yeah. In YouTube vote, it might sound like Worm is like way ahead, but in Discord, Void Stalker is really winning, guys. With 10 votes to 2, the 1 vote was like 10 to 2. Trust me, that's a lot. Let me check. We have 1 more minute until the voting will be over. Let's check. Here we have additional one. No, still 56 votes. Still 56 votes. Yeah. It's really interesting. Let's see if we're gonna get additional votes for like last couple of seconds. Let's see. Linto, which one do you like? You like Stalker, Deathfang, or Titan? Which one would you prefer to have in Call of Dragons? Let's see. Still same. still same. Yep, 1 hour is already finished, and let's refresh one more time. We have to add 12 more votes for Void Stalker. We have to add 4 more to Dead Fang Worm. And yeah, I think there is either Void Stalker or Dead Fang Worm, and I think like with 1 or 2 extra more votes, Stalker will be the winner. Because we have 40 or 30 more votes for Stalker and 4 more votes for Worm on the Discord. So we have to calculate all of them too. Yeah, I guess that was the main idea why I wanted to stream today, because I wanted your guys' opinion regarding skills, regarding all the things which is important. We also read some of the Behemoth wars, right? And honestly, I didn't even expect myself that lore would be so good. But it is what it is, right? Hopefully, at the end of the day, we will see our Behemoth showcased in Call of Dragons. It would be so cool. Thanks everybody who watched for this 1 hour. I wish everybody amazing day, morning, and night. We are going to see each other really soon. And don't forget, George Gaming is completing all the challenges, so we will try to give away all the dragon tickets and the gems which we will get for our channel. So hopefully a lot more people will join the 2nd anniversary stream, where we will be able to give away a lot of goodies, a lot of important goodies, especially for free-to-play players. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye and good luck.